It's opening day of TBT 2019, and this is the chase for $2 million, winner take all. And we begin this unique 3-week tournament with competition from 4 regions here on ESPN. Here in Greensboro, we continue with a matchup of number 1 seed Team Hines against 8 seed Boo Williams. And welcome back, everyone. Brock Bowling, Nate Ross with you. And Nate, the journey for the $2 million prize began a couple of hours ago, continues today, game 2 of 4 here this afternoon and tonight.
If the teams that are playing now watch that first game, they know the intensity that it's going to take to win this region in advance. We'll see if they learn something.
Let's take a look at the bracket here in the Greensboro Regional. Earlier today, as we take a look at the TBT tournament overview, this is the 6th season of the event. Now we go to the bracket, as earlier today the primetime players were beaten by Florida TNT. So Florida TNT plays tomorrow. Our game up next here, Team Hines against Boo Williams. Later on tonight, 2 more games. Power of the Paw against Team 23, and then Team CP3 takes on Tampa 2020. We talk about this matchup today between Team Hines and Boo Williams. We start with Team Hines, Nate, and they are led by one of the better players, the biggest American name playing in the EuroLeague right now, in Kyle Hines.
I had the privilege of doing Kyle Hines games when he was in college at UNC Greensboro, about a mile away. He was a very good player. He's a legend now, winning 4 Euro championships in a row, hence Team Hines. He's the leader of this team. It's named after him.
And on the other side, for Boo Williams, the 8th seed, it is led in scoring by Steph Welsh.
Steph Welsh, a very veteran player that has played many games in the D-League, and a Boo Williams alumni. That's big. We'll talk about Boo Williams and what he's done for AAU basketball. But this young man's an alum of that and a very good basketball player. Played his college ball for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Let's take a look at the rules for TBT 2019. They play 4 9-minute quarters in this event. A player is disqualified after his 6th personal foul of the game. On the 5th foul of each quarter, all non-shooting fouls will be awarded 2 bonus free throws. FIBA rules are in effect for this game, which allows any player to make a play on the ball once it hits the rim, with the exception of free throw attempts. Each team has 3 30-second timeouts and 1 60-second timeout. 2 of the 3 30s will carry over into the second half of the game. And of course, the Elam ending, first dead ball, under 4 minutes to go in the game. The game clock shuts off. Shot clock still in effect. They add 8 points to the leading team's score, setting the target score. And whoever reaches the target score first wins the game. Right now for our starting lineups are brought to you by Air Force Reserve. Explore your opportunities with the Air Force Reserve. For Boo Williams, the 8th seed, Cap Barber, Steph Welsh, Stephen Pledger, Devon Maxwell, and Mike Anderson. And for the number 1 seed, Team Hines, it's Matt Lejeski, Mike James, Aaron White, Nick Kalathis, and of course the star player of the team. In fact, the team is named after him, as well as his brother, the assistant coach, Tyler Hines, number 42, Kyle Hines, the best player on the team for number 1 seed, Team Hines. As we take a look at the coaches on the left, for Boo Williams, the one and only Juan Dixon, former Final Four most outstanding player for Maryland in 2002. And for Boo Williams, Lamont Struthers is the head coach, not Iron Rainey. He was the previous game's head coach for Florida TNT. So Lamont Struthers, the head coach for Boo Williams, as he brings his 8th-seeded team coming into Greensboro to take on the top seed, Team Hines, here in the Greensboro Regional.
Kyle Hines is really good, but Nick Kalathis is pretty special as well. There's a lot of talent on this Team Hines. A lot of talent.
So Team Hines, the name of the team is based off of one of its players, Kyle Hines. We talked about him in the Open, perhaps the biggest American name playing right now in the EuroLeague. And the assistant coach for Team Hines is Tyler Hines. It's Kyle Hines' brother. So Team Hines, a lot of people expect them to not only come out of this regional, but really make a huge run and have a great shot at winning the overall prize. The whole thing, $2 million in Chicago in a couple of weeks.
Well, you're going to see what a lot of talented athletes on one team, if they can gel quickly, can do. Look at the uniforms. Boo Williams team, nothing but boo. That's the best. That's great. I mean, that's what it's all about. That gentleman has done so much in the Norfolk area for AAU basketball. An amazing person, been doing it for years. A lot of phenomenal players have gone through his program, and most of these guys are alums of that program as well.
So Boo Williams in yellow, Team Hines in the dark blue. Kyle Hines will jump center for Team Hines. And jumping center circle for Boo Williams is Devon Maxwell. Opening tap, and here we go. Boo Williams, named after the man Boo Williams, one of the founders of the AAU circuits. Has produced a lot of players that eventually went on to the NBA. As first shot by Boo Williams comes up empty, and Team Hines with his first possession of the game. And there's a goaltending. Credit the basket to Matt Lejeski for Team Hines, and a goaltending call on Boo Williams.
You can hit it off the rim, you can't hit it off the glass.
So here's Cat Barber, who has played in this building a lot off and on over the last 3 years. Barber playing for the Greensboro Swarm here in this building off and on for the past 3 seasons, the NBA G League affiliate of the Charlotte Hornets. That shot misses by Boo Williams, and B.J. Jenkins comes up short of the shot, and the rebound by Team Hines and Mike James.
Cat Barber, an amazing scorer at NC State for all you ACC fans.
Calathis, nice backdoor bounce pass, turnover on Team Hines. It's first. Jenkins in rhythm three. No, it's way off the mark, and Lejeski pulls away the rebound. Team Hines, the number 1 seed. Calathis give and go inside to Hines, and he lays it in.
Kyle Hines did when he was in college. He never forces anything. He just makes the right play at the right time. And to win 4 EuroLeague championships, he had some help, but I'm sure he did that as well.
So tie game at 2, a minute and a half gone by in this first quarter. And Pledger thought about the three-point shot. Now he'll take a long three, and that rims out. Fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds, they say, off of Team Hines. Stays with Boo Williams. Talked about Boo Williams producing one of the original AAU circuits back in the day. It's produced a lot of players that have gone on to the NBA. Names like Allen Iverson, Joe Smith, James Michael McAdoo, J.J. Redick, and Alonzo Mourning have all gone through the Boo Williams AAU circuits. And there's a shot by Cat Barber that goes in to give Boo Williams the lead. And a steal by Cat Barber. Second turnover on Team Hines. Here's Barber driving all the way and lays it in.
Cat Barber knows how to put the biscuit in the basket. A big-time scorer at NC State. McDonald's All-America.
Calathis missing the floater inside. Fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds off of Calathis, and it goes back over to Boo Williams. And a tie game at 4, early moments of this first quarter.
Boo Williams started with a $400 investment and turned it into a $13.5 million facility over the years. An amazing accomplishment, and you just said a lot of players going through the system. All sports now, not just basketball.
Fancy bounce pass from Lejeski to Calathis for 3. Comes up short. Jenkins the rebound. Outlet to Pledger. Pledger got the step on the baseline. Tough shot. Got the basket. Gets it to go and one.
Steve Pledger, a little change of pace, change of speeds. Kyle Hines went for the steal. And then Pledger with that big body. He lists him at 6'5", 225. I think that was a couple pounds ago. A little bigger than that at University of Oklahoma.
The foul's on Kyle Hines, his first. Pledger hits the free throw. Boo Williams 1 of 1 for the line, and the 8 seed leads the 1 seed by 3 at 7-4. And Aaron White had his pass deflected out of bounds. It stays with Team Hines, the number 1 seed in the Greensboro Regional, game 2 of 4 today, here on day 1 of TBT 2019. This is Mike James. Inside pass to Hines and scores an easy 2.
Number 42 touches the ball in the painted area. He's going to get at least 2 out of it, maybe 3. He's just so adept at scoring on the block. Undersized, but exceptionally strong and knows what he's doing in there.
Backdoor pass, tough shot by Barber. He's fouled as he misses the shot, and Cat Barber will go to the line and shoot 2.
That Lejeski got him.
First on Lejeski. Team foul number 2 as well. As we mentioned, Cat Barber, who's at the line, has played off and on in this building the last 3 years in the NBA G League with the Greensboro Swarm. Very familiar with this building is Cat Barber, where the locker rooms are, knows where the parking lot is.
Knows where that orange circle is, 10 feet in the air, too.
He played college ball not too far down the road, down I-40 at NC State. He has 6 of the team's 9 points. It's 9-6. Boo Williams by 3. James inside the 3-point shot line and missing. Tap try missed by Calathis, and the putback is good by Kyle Hines. He has 6 of his team's 8 points.
Kyle Hines just got over Nelson and just tipped it in after the first tip was missed by Calathis.
Barber slithering his way inside. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You need more than one player to guard Cat Barber. If he gets past the first one, you need some help. He's just that quick and that good with the ball.
So Barber makes the free throw, and Cat Barber will take home $175,000 if Boo Williams wins this year's TBT. His winning share will be sent with Zell. Barber makes both. He has typically struggled at the free throw line over the last couple of years with the Greensboro Swarm, but he's made all his free throws so far in this game. There is Juan Dixon, the head coach of Boo Williams. Played at Maryland for 4 years, 1998 to 2002. A couple of Final Four appearances with Gary Williams at the Terps. Won the national title in 2002 and was named the Final Four's most outstanding player that same year. Hines inside pass to White, shot blocked away by Boo Williams, taken away by Cat Barber.
And he's cut by White, but Boo Williams is right there to block it.
Barber skips it out, wide open, Jenkins for 3, that's short, fights for his own rebound, collision, offensive foul called on B.J. Jenkins for Boo Williams, that's his first.
Great cut by White, better pass by Kyle Hines, but I don't think so. This little block from behind by Jaleel Nelson, 25.
James inside, Hines for the jam.
Not only did Kyle Hines make a great cut, but then he stopped and put Nelson on his butt, so Nelson could do nothing about it.
Nelson, dipsy-do layup, missing inside. Aaron White, the rebound for Team Hines. Here's Mike James. Here's Ricky Lito, his first action of the first quarter. Offensive foul called on Aaron White. And a technical foul called on White as well, it looks like. Or maybe it's on, yeah, it is on White.
He and Cat Barber got into a little verbal stuff right there because he threw Cat Barber down. That's why he got the personal foul called on him.
So a personal foul on White, followed up by a technical foul on White as well. 2 fouls back-to-back just like that for Aaron White and Team Hines.
Aaron White and Kyle Hines, a little something in common in that they were both coached by Fran McCaffrey at 2 different schools. Aaron White went to Iowa, and that's where Fran McCaffrey went after leaving UNC Greensboro, which is right down the street. And congratulations to Mr. White, just signed a contract with Italy Olympia Milano on Monday, so he's got some lira. Is that what it is in Italy? I don't even know, in the bank.
So 10 points already for Cat Barber. He has 10 of the team's 13 points. Boo Williams is 6 of 6 of the line and leads it by 3 over the number 1 seed, Team Hines. And a timeout on the floor with exactly 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kyle Hines dunking it for Team Hines here in the first quarter.
Wireless network claims are so confusing. America's most reliable network, the nation's largest and most reliable network. The best network is even better? Best, fastest, best, enough. Sprint's doing things differently. They're offering a new 100% total satisfaction guarantee. I mean, I think Sprint's network and savings are great, but don't just take my word for it. Try it out and decide for yourself. Switch and get both an unlimited plan with Hulu and one of the newest phones included for just $35 a month.
The basketball tournament is brought to you by Puma. Exactly 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8 seed Boo Williams leading top seed Team Hines 13-10. Brock Bowling and Nate Ross with you. And Nate, Boo Williams has come out and not looking intimidated at all by the number 1 seed.
No, they haven't. They've played very well. Well, one reason is because Cat Barber's lighting it up with 10 points, leading the whole building.
Shot missed by Boo Williams. Team Hines with the rebound. This is Mike James. Fights his way inside, draws the contact. Can't finish the shot, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line and shoot 2.
A lot of speed right there for the young man out of Lamar University. All Euro League. Euro leading scorer in 18-19.
And the first free throw is good for Mike James. TheTournament.com is your place for all things TBT. Check it out, especially TBT's Week 2 regional competition from Wichita, Salt Lake City, Richmond, and Syracuse, beginning this coming Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That shot for 3 missed by Boo Williams and Chris McKeechin. Rebound by Team Hines. Here's Mike James. A long 3 as he pulls it up and can't knock it down. Rebound fought for, picked up by Cat Barber for Boo Williams. He wants to run. And Barber, they play on, no call. James, reach-in foul called on Boo Williams on Jaleel Nelson, and that's his first.
Mike James, that was Steph Curry land where that first one came from. He was standing on the P of Puma when he let that one fly. I don't think deep is a proper adjective for that one. That was way out there.
Ball poked away, out of bounds off of Boo Williams. This is a Boo Williams team which is seeded 8th. To talk to the general manager of Boo Williams and assistant coach Derek Bailey before the game, he thought it was kind of funny that Boo Williams was seeded 8th in this region. He felt like his team was seeded a bit lower than expected, but he said in all fairness, he thinks Overseas Elite should be the overall number 1 seed and everyone else is just playing to try and catch them.
They got going for 5 in a row.
Lido lost it, got it back, puts it up and leaves it short. Fight for the rebound. Boo Williams has it, and James Daniel finds Welsh wide open for the 3. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds. It stays with Boo Williams. That's 6 straight misses from the field for the 8 seed Boo Williams.
The other thing about being the 8 seed is You got to play the 1 seed, so that's one reason why you don't want to be there, because the 1 seed is usually pretty good no matter what region you're in.
Welsh. Deep three missed by Boo Williams and Michael Anderson. Here comes Ricky Lido for Team Hines. Pull up three, no. Offensive rebound by Brian Dunston. James inside Hines, had it blocked, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Kyle Hines in the paint. Anderson goes up and gets him with a whole lot of body and the right arm as well. I'm telling you, when Kyle Hines touches the ball in the painted area, he's going to get points out of it. He hasn't missed yet. Excuse me, he has missed. He's 4 for 5.
So Kyle Hines at the line misses the first free throw. Team Hines 2 of 3 at the stripe. Kyle Hines played 4 years of college ball right here in Greensboro, North Carolina at UNC Greensboro. He left as the school's all-time leader in points scored, 2,147 points in his 4 years at UNCG.
About a mile down the street. They now play their games in the same complex in the Greensboro Coliseum, but back then they played them in a gym on campus.
Ball poked away out of bounds.
And now the man that has the team named after him gets a blow.
Foul down low on Boo Williams. It's on Cat Barber.
I would think if I'm Juan Dixon, the coach of this team now, that Kyle Hines is sitting. Nick Calathis, 33, is going to be running the show. An exceptional passer, exceptional player overseas in Greece.
So at the line, Ricky Lido. He was drafted in the 2nd round in the NBA, pick number 43 overall by the Milwaukee Bucks in 2013. Also had NBA stints with the Mavericks, Knicks, and Wizards. Makes both free throws. Team Hines with a lead of 1 at 14-13, approaching 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Daniel trying to get the step around Calathis, had his shot blocked away by Bryant Dunston. It's out of bounds. It stays with Boo Williams, 16 to shoot. Boo Williams has not scored a point in the last 4 minutes.
Dunston knocks this ball in the 4th row, and what you can't see is Dunston goes up into the 4th row and got the ball because nobody threw it back.
8 straight misses from the field by Boo Williams. So Welsh inbounds to Jenkins. He finds Daniel, picked up by Calathis. Shot clock at 10. Daniel lost it. Loose ball. Daniel's got it back. And he calls timeout. He was in trouble with 3 on the shot clock. Timeout taken by Boo Williams.
Really smart play to trap him in the corner. Daniel was stuck with his back to the rest of the 94 feet. 2 guys in the blue shirts trapped, and they had to use a timeout.
Let's go in the huddle. The sights and sound from this huddle are brought to you by Puma.
Chris here on my mission. Bird. Screen, come hard. Over there. Screen, come here. Dive. All right, here we go. Go there.
So out of the timeout, Boo Williams has to draw up a play. Only 3 seconds left on the shot clock on this possession for Boo Williams.
Got options outside and options diving to the rim.
Jenkins, 2 to shoot, has to put it up. No, he missed it. Shot clock violation, didn't get it off in time. The basket went in, but not before the shot clock buzzer.
Still in his right hand as that light lit up on the board. Clock, light, horn is what you go by in that order.
Now Team Hines with a 1-point lead, the number 1 seed. Trying to get into its rhythm here in the first quarter. Isaiah Miles for 3, comes up empty. Boo Williams has the rebound. Here's Daniel. Welsh driving inside, shot blocked by Dunston, taken by Calathis. Ahead of the pack is Lido, but he can't run it down. It's out of bounds. Turnover number 3 on Team Hines here in the first quarter. So here's Daniel. Now Anderson on the point against Dunston. Daniel for 3. Off the mark, offensive rebound, Welsh. His 3 is good.
First shot after 10 misses for Boo Williams. But in all those misses, Team Hines just can't take advantage of it and score.
Ray, Lido, Calathis open for the triple. Comes up short, and the rebound skied for by James Daniel for Boo Williams. And he puts in a 3 in rhythm. James Daniel with a 3. 19-14, Boo Williams by 5. That's Daniel's first points of the day.
10 misses in a row and then back-to-back threes.
And offensive foul on Bryant Dunston of Team Hines, and that's his first.
He knocked the man over, and then he was waiting for a whistle. Didn't happen, and then the whistle happened. You got to play till you hear the whistle. He didn't hear it, and he stopped. Lay it in. You never know what's going to happen.
Shot clock turned off, down to 13 seconds to go in the quarter, and the 8th seed Boo Williams leading the top seed Team Hines here in the first quarter. Jenkins with 5 to shoot and comes up short of the shot. Rebound by Team Hines. 1 second to go. Calathis at the end of the horn. It is too strong, and that's the end of the first quarter here in Greensboro in game number 2 of round 1, day 1 of the 2019 TBT. Cat Barber knocking in jumpers. And Pludger muscling his way inside. Boo Williams at the end of 1 leads it by 5 points.
What are you listening to? Alexa, skip track. Wait. Alexa, play that song that goes, I hate you so much right now.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
Yeah, you are. Alexa, call Kelly. You missing me already? Maybe.
I knew it. I knew it.
TBT is taking over Chicago for championship week. 8 teams, single elimination, $2 million, winner take all. August 1st through the 6th at Wintrust Arena. Visit thetournament.com/tickets to secure your seats today.
Start of the second quarter here in Greensboro. Game 2, round 1 of the Greensboro Regional 2019 TBT. Brock Bowling, Nate Ross with you, and Boo Williams, the 8th seed. And a little bit of a surprise, leading top seed Team Hines by 5. Lido inside to Dunston, score.
Good job by Lido to recognize he had about a 4-footer, but his teammate Dunston had a layup. He gave it up.
Lead is down to 3 for Boo Williams, the 8th seed.
That's only the second field goal by Team Hines that hasn't been scored by Mr. Hines.
Daniel has to create a shot, hits the deep 3. Daniel, his second 3 of the game. He has 6 points and a technical foul called on someone.
I think it's Daniel. He said something to Juan Dixon when he made that field goal. I believe it's on Daniel. Watch him. Juan Dixon had a little laugh after it, but watch. I don't know if we got it. Yep, he said something to Juan Dixon. Dixon just smiled. Team Hines gets the better of it.
So Lido hits the first technical foul shot. Second one goes down as well. And they'll have possession. Also,
James Daniel at Howard University probably knows the exploits of Mr. Juan Dixon at Maryland, but you can't say anything. That's an all-time leading scorer at Maryland. My alma mater, by the way.
Lido creates some space, puts up the 3, and James Daniel, smallest player on the floor, skies high with the rebound, then he turns it over. Turnover on Boo Williams, number 3. And we got a man down in the other end for Team Hines. Here's Calathis inside. That's off the mark. Dunston can't follow. Put back missed by Miles. Taken by Cat Barber. And Kendrick Ray is still down on the other end. And here he is. They call a stoppage of play for the hurt player, Kendrick Ray.
Well, you shouldn't take away a fast break, but Kendrick Ray was in the way of the fast break. Should have stopped it as soon as the rebound happened. Watch Ray as he goes for that steal. Calathes is going to end up with the ball, but then he smacks his head on the ground.
And he turns his ankle.
He's hurting a little bit. And yeah, you're upset they took away a break from your team, but he could have been hurt even worse. He's going to get up on his own power. We'll see how much weight he can put on that thing. Not a lot yet. Hopefully that's just a minor tweak, but we will see. It's all about player safety first. They had to stop him.
Yeah, he rolled that ankle pretty badly. He is shaken up and going to the bench.
Kyle Hines got the end of the first quarter off, and so far much of the second.
So Boo Williams ball leading by 4, 22-18. Here's Barber.
Barber and Daniel in the backcourt. That's an explosive scoring backcourt from deep.
Pledger finding room inside, off balance, flips it up, missed the shot, and the rebound by Team Hines. Here comes Calathes. Wraps it around to Miles, and now Lido. Into the hands of Calathes again, driving inside, scoops and scores.
Oh, he made a bucket. Nick Calathes been 0 for 5 till that one.
Barber from the foul line. No, it rims out for him, and Joey Dorsey, big hulking, big man inside, rips away the rebound for Team Hines. Here's Calathes again. Oh, nifty pass to Lido. James thought about the deep three. Calathes in the corner. Missing that three. Got his own rebound. Shot clock reset to 20. Calathes again comes up empty. Out of bounds off of Team Hines. Back to Boo Williams.
Calathes just can't find the range. There's young man has turned his ankle. They're talking to him. And Kyle Hines comes back in. That's what the people paid to see. Come on.
So Kyle Hines, best player on the team for Team Hines, back into the game, and Isaiah Miles will have a seat. Pledger, right side for three, no. And the rebound by Mike James for Team Hines. Only trailing by 2. Tough turnaround by James, and Barber snags away the rebound for Boo Williams. Barber. Pledger wide open for the three.
Big man can make them from deep.
Boo Williams by 5 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Here's Dorsey spinning his way inside, muscling it up. He can't convert, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line and shoot 2.
Good job of getting deep in the post before the ball even comes near Dorsey. And then it's just one dribble for a little drop step and got fouled.
So Joey Dorsey at the line, 6'9" power forward, and the first one is good for Dorsey. Dorsey played 4 years at the University of Memphis. He was a part of that 2008 Final Four team under John Calipari that lost in the national championship game, and he makes both free throws. He has 2 points, and the lead is down to 3 for Boo Williams here in the second quarter.
Hines starting to feel themselves a little bit. They were kind of reaching for balls and playing poor defense early. Now they're kind of getting it together. Can he make another one? Nope.
Nelson, offensive rebound. Shot clock resets to 20. Jenkins, tough shot. Follow-up missed by Nelson. Over the back foul called on Boo Williams.
I'm laughing. You know how many times I've seen Kyle Hines do that and not lose the ball? He's just too big and too strong. He did it 4 years at UNC Greensboro. Obviously, he's doing it over in Russia. An exceptional rebound, a great hands from Sicklerville, New Jersey, a little tiny town. And boy, boy, has he done something for himself as far as a basketball career. Great young man.
Galathis lost it. Ball knocked away like a pinball. A deep three by James and comes up short. Dan Pledger, the rebound on the floor for Boo Williams.
Well, there's a matchup. Pledger and Dorsey, that's two big men. Now he's got to guard Cat Barber.
Mismatch. A nice nifty pass inside as Jenkins tried to find a man down low, and it's out of bounds. Turnover on Boo Williams.
That was a great pass.
Looking for Maxwell. It's turnover number 4 on B-Dub.
Maxwell wanted it up high. He gave it to him down around the ankles. Tough for a man that big to catch it around the ankles.
Dorsey, Hines, triple teamed, puts it up anyway and banks it in.
He's fun to watch.
He's in double figures with 10, and the lead is down to 1 for Boo Williams. Barber can't convert. Offensive putback missed by Maxwell, and here comes Team Hines and Kyle Hines up the floor. Galathis, well short of the floater.
That should be a travel. Galathis shot it and caught it, never hit the rim.
They reset the shot clock anyway to 20.
I guess it grazed the rim. I didn't see it though.
Lejeski, no. There's a collision among 4 men down low. And a foul on someone. Take your pick.
He might have called a double foul. See if this ball hits the rim. It's going to be a pass, and then Galathis puts it up there. Gets his own rebound. Nope, hit the net. And he's the next man to touch it. That's a travel. You can't do that. Hit something, different story. Double foul, that's what I thought he called.
So double foul, Boo Williams basketball inside 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Jerry Heater just comes by and tells us that.
Maxwell a 3. Fight for the rebound. Lejeski has it for Team Hines. Here's James. Alley-oop to White. And for Aaron White, his first 2 points of the game, and Boo Williams reclaims the lead by 1. Barber against Mike James.
It's an important part of this quarter. You can't let Team Hines run away with it here. Nice rebound.
Jenkins, the offensive putback is good.
Excellent job. Just stay with it and follow you. Nobody knows whether you missed it better than the guy who shot it. James followed up, got it, and put it back.
Galathis, James, open 3, no. Hines had the rebound into Cat Barber's hands. He wants to run. It's 3-on-2. Barber all the way and lays it in. 12 points for Cat Barber. Boo Williams by 3. White on the drive. Contact, no call. They play on. Barber from the perimeter. Baseline shot. Leaves it short. Galathis, and he had his pocket picked by Pledger. Taken by Barber. Then back into the hands of James. Lejeski, wide open, hits a 3.
Very fortuitous bounce right there for Team Hines. They threw that ball away, and that man just paid it off with a 3, Lejeski.
McKeachin, now to Maxwell. McKeachin on the drive, tough fadeaway shot goes down.
Good job of going 100 miles an hour and stopping on a dime and going straight up in the air by McKeachin. That's hard to do.
That's his first 2 points of the day. James a 3 for the lead, no. Offensive rebound. Hines had it and taken away by Boo Williams. Maxwell All the way, missed the shot, but he's fouled as he tried to jam it. He'll go to the line for 2.
Ran into that table down there. Hopefully he's okay. He is. Well, I'm speaking a little quickly. I hope he is. Yeah, he's good.
And a timeout taken with 1:24 to go in the half. Cat Barber putting 2 in.
Well, my parents met in Texas. Then they moved to Washington. They had me at Fort Knox. They keep all the gold there. After that, we moved to Georgia for a couple years. Then we spent some time in Korea. Seaweed snack. Ew. And now we live here for good.
Our members call many places home.
Oh, lots of questions.
So we made owning a home easier. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
You'll see some of the most original and colorful TBT uniforms this tournament, so be sure to check them all out over at tbtgear.com and treat yourself to some great-looking TBT apparel. So the line for Boo Williams is Devon Maxwell. Played 1 year not too far from here at High Point University in High Point, North Carolina. Played 2 years at Hampton University. Had over 200 career blocks in his college career, 204 to be exact. He hits both free throws, his first 2 points of the game. Boo Williams is 9 for 9 at the stripe and leads the number 1 seed, Team Hines, by 4. James, the runner, blocked away by Boo Williams. Here comes Cat Barber. Barber driving inside, shot blocked by Team Hines, and it's into the hands now of Ricky Lido.
That's who got a piece of it, Lido. Nice play.
Hines lays it in. 12 points for Hines, and Team Hines down 2 inside of a minute to go in the second quarter. Welsh had the ball stripped away off of White. James Daniel, quick 3, and it goes in.
I'm just thinking as he goes out there, you can't let him catch it without somebody in his face because he makes them from deep. Same spot, he's hit 2 from that one spot.
Lido missing the shot, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2.
I thought Jerry Heater just called it technical. He did.
The personal foul's on Welsh. I didn't hear who the technical foul was called on.
I thought he called it. It might be on Cat Barber. Or he's just explaining to Cat Barber what it was all about. Technical foul on Welsh, and now we'll shoot the regular foul. So this is a chance for Team Hines to get a lot of points without ever giving the other team the basketball.
So 2 technical free throws go down for Lido. Now the regular first free throw goes down for Lido. He has 7, so a personal foul and technical foul on Steph Welsh. Lido hits all 4 free throws. He has 8. Down to a 1-point game. Boo Williams leads it 36-35. Shot clock and game clock virtually identical here in the second quarter. That shot for 3 missed by Boo Williams. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds off of Boo Williams. Back to Team Hines. Shot clock turned off. 17.7 to go in the second quarter.
Maxwell got a hand on it over Kyle Hines, hence Team Hines ball.
James with 6. James goes to the cup, tries to throw it down. He can't make it. Rebound Daniel, 2 seconds to go. Pledger, and the shot does not get off in time, and he makes the shot, but it doesn't count. He got it off too late. And one of the Boo Williams players shaken up is Pledger.
See, it's definitely the light goes off, and I think It's definitely not good, and then they're separating everybody because it is halftime. Everybody's good. They just want to make sure that young man that was on the floor is okay.
So back and forth battle between the number 1 seed Team Hines and 8 seed Boo Williams, and so far it's Boo Williams with a 1-point lead as the 8 team in the region leads it by 1 over Team Hines, the number 1 seed.
Wireless network claims are so confusing. America's most reliable network, the nation's largest and most reliable network. The best network is even better, best, fastest, best, enough. Sprint's doing things differently. They're offering a new 100% total satisfaction guarantee. I mean, I think Sprint's network and savings are great, but don't just take my word for it. Try it out and decide for yourself. Switch and get both an unlimited plan with Hulu and one of the newest phones included for just $35 a month.
Back in Greensboro, day 1, game number 2 of the 2019 TBT Greensboro Regional. Your halftime score here in Greensboro. The 8 seed Boo Williams leads number 1 seed Team Hines 36-35 at the halftime break. And welcome back, everyone. Brock Bowling, Nate Ross with you. And earlier today, Nate, the 4 versus 5 matchup. Florida TNT, the 5 seed, knocked off the 4 seed primetime players 71-68 in a thrilling Elam ending fashion.
We thought 4-5 was going to be a good game, and Mr. Warren, Chris Warren, hits this one in a tie game. Needs 3 to win it. He got it. Chris Warren with the game winner. He earned this right. Stick that name up on the board, sir.
Here's a look at the updated bracket. Florida TNT wins over the primetime players by 3, 71-68. Florida TNT plays tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern right here on ESPN3. It gets the winner of our current game, which is Boo Williams leading Team Hines at the break by 1. Later on tonight, 2 more games. Power of the Paw, the 3 seed against 6 seed Team 23. And then 2 seed Team CP3 takes on 7 seed Tampa 2020. Your halftime score here in Greensboro. Game 2 of the day, first round action. 36-35. Boo Williams leads Team Hines by 1.
Look, Grandpa, I got you the Echo Show. You can ask it to play music or check the weather. Valerie, Valerie. Alexa, at 6 p.m., remind Grandpa your favorite dessert's in the fridge.
Okay, I'll set a reminder.
Alexa, play the song that goes Valerie.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
Chris Paul in the house here at the Greensboro Coliseum Fieldhouse. His team CP3 club will play the next game against Tampa 2020 right here on ESPN3. And welcome back, everyone. Brock Bowling, Nate Ross with you. And Nate, in this first half of this game, Boo Williams against Team Hines. For Boo Williams, Cat Barber had 12 first half points and played very well.
Only man on his team with double figures, but no threes. 3 for 8 from the field because of shots like that. And most important, young people don't understand this, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. He does it with his cat-like quickness, if I may say, and really good from the free throw line as well.
Let's take a look at the first half stats between these two clubs. Similar numbers from the field. Neither team shooting lights out from three-point range. Boo Williams a perfect 9 of 9 at the free throw line, but the rebounding edge, Nate, goes to Team Hines, +7 on the board.
Yeah, neither team's shooting it well, right around 30% both ways. You can see Team Hines 1 for a bunch from downtown. They've got open shots. They haven't made them. They looked a little too chill, in my opinion, on defense in the first half. We'll see if they can turn around in the second half. That man wants to lead his team to an upset W.
So Cat Barber, 12 first half points. The 8 seed Boo Williams leading the top seed Team Hines by 1, 36-35 at the break. Cat Barber, who played college ball down the road on I-40, about an hour or so east of here at NC State for 3 years, all ACC in 2016. He's played 3 seasons off and on for the Greensboro Swarm of the NBA G League right here in this building. The home of the Greensboro Swarm, the Greensboro Fieldhouse here in Greensboro.
He played about an hour away. Kyle Hines played probably a 15-minute walk away from here at UNC Greensboro, right down the street. And a lot of fans because of that. And it's not. You got to be good when you have your name on the front of the jerseys. Normally your name's on the back of the jerseys, but it's Team Hines.
He has it on both.
Yes, he does. And he deservedly so.
Getting set for the start of the third quarter. There is the head coach of Team Hines, Juan Dixon. He looks like he can still play.
I'm sure he could.
So Team Hines starting the second half, the third quarter, and Mike James easily goes in and lays it in.
Let me tell you a little lesson in basketball 101. You take shots like that, you're going to shoot more than 31% in the second half. That's the way to attack the basket.
And just like that, Team Hines reclaims the lead by 1. Pledger, deep 3, book it.
All right, he's taught everybody in a navy blue shirt he can make 3, so you got to get in his face. Nice post up right there.
And Dunston tried to gather his steps, and he traveled before putting it on the floor. For Dunston, a turnover. That's number 7 on Team Hines.
Got the ball deep in the post. There's Pledger outside, a little late on the closeout. Can't do that anymore. He's proved he can make those. Tried to make him pay for it at the other end, but Dunston traveled.
Maxwell nearly threw it away. Here's a shot for 3, and that goes in for Boo Williams. Jadeel Nelson with his first points of the day. And Boo Williams has a 5-point lead on the top seed, Team Hines. Dunston, Kalathis, Lejeski, open 3, good!
That's an excellent possession. Kyle Hines gets doubled. He keeps his dribble alive, kicks it out, swings it around for a wide open 3.
And Barber, nifty move, count the basket and 1. And he'll go to the line for a free throw.
No threes for Cat Barber, but a lot of good buckets. Uses that quickness, gets by the big man, draws the foul, chance for an and 1 for Cat Barber.
He played in Israel this past season, as well as with the Greensboro Swarm here in Greensboro in the G League, and a short stint with the Erie Bayhawks as well. As Hines had the ball knocked away, out of bounds.
Out of bounds play, nobody moves.
And Lejeski hits another long shot, this time a long 2. He's in double figures with 10, and Team Hines has cut the lead down to a deuce.
Lejeski can light it up. He's had a couple in a row now. You better get on him.
Jenkins skips the pass to Barber. Nelson knifing his way inside. Shot blocked by Dunston, taken by Kyle Hines of Team Hines. And he's fouled up front.
Carried the ball. The reason he did is somebody grabbed his arm. The thing I love about that Dunston block, he keeps it in the play. He doesn't knock it in the 10th row. And turns it into a fast break for his team.
Offensive foul, Nick Kalathis.
Nice pass, but he kept moving and ran right into the defender, which happens to be Nelson. That's a moving screen. Matchup Barber wants. He's quicker than Kyle Hines. He just showed it right there.
Oh, can't nail the step back jumper, and the rebound by Hines. Team Hines. Here's James, open for 3. Count it. First 3 of the game for James. He has 7 points.
Saw Mike James lay it in first play of the game. He saw it go through the basket. Feels better about himself. Nice double team and steal by James.
Turnover on Boo Williams, number 7. James a 3, and misfires on that one. Jaleel Nelson, the rebound for Boo Williams. And he tried to pull up with a 3, then dumps it down low late and turned it over. Lejeski's 3. Pledger, the rebound for Boo Williams.
Well, he had Kyle Hines open when he got up in the air. There was no more defenders. He didn't see him, though.
And Pledger short on the 3. Barber rebounds. Pledger again for 3, and this time it's good. That's his third three of the game. He has 12 points, and Boo Williams reclaims the lead by 2.
Everybody looks a little tired till that little orange leather thing gets in your hands. Then you're not tired anymore. Nice move.
Calathis, Dunston, out of bounds, off of Dunston, and it goes back over to Boo Williams.
We might have a change in the call here. Jerry Heater had a better view. They're going to switch it.
So it stays with Team Hines. A quick pass inside Lejeski for the lay-in.
Lejeski's got the last 3 buckets, I believe, for his team.
He had 5 in the first half. He has 7 in the third quarter alone.
More importantly, he just tied it up.
Nelson. Kyle Hines, the rebound for Team Hines. Here's Kyle Hines driving, had the ball knocked away, taken away by Cap Barber. Turnover on Team Hines, and Barber, a reach-in foul called on Calathis for Team Hines, his second.
Smart foul. I mean, there's a breakaway going for Boo Williams, and then Calathis just stopped everything by the foul. No shots, of course. Smart play. I like watching Nick Calathis play defense. He always looks around to see where the screen's coming from, rather than just staring at his man.
Pledger, a tough shot for 3. And James, the rebound for Team Hines.
That one goes in, you just say you earned it. Good job. Look out.
Lejeski, a 3. Trying to crash the boards is Dunston on the rebound attempt. It's out of bounds to Boo Williams.
First one he's missed in a while. Matt Lejeski's wide open. Everybody looks a little tired. It's time to get some fresh bodies in there.
Tie game at 47. 8 seed Boo Williams, the 1 seed Team Hines here in the Greensboro Regional. Game 2 of 4 here today.
Nobody scored in the last minute. About a minute and 3 seconds.
Pledger with a man in his face. Tough step back jumper, and Lito skies high for the rebound for Team Hines. Here's Kyle Hines. Inside, Dunston, yes.
Well, talk about a great big-to-big pass. Kyle Hines got the ball, was not rushed. Knew he had Dunston inside, just turned and made a simple little pass for a layup.
30-second timeout taken by Boo Williams as Team Hines reclaims the lead by 2 at 49-47, 4:08 to go. There is Chris Paul. He will join us after the next commercial break we have, as he is coaching his team at Team CP3. He's coming up next.
Me and the guys walk into this place. Now, you would have thought from the name of it, it's going to be packed with sailors. So I immediately picked out the biggest guy in there, and I walked straight up to him. Now, he looks me square in the eye, and I swear he says, "Welcome to Navy Federal Credit Union." Whoa, friendly alert. I got a great auto rate out of that guy. You know, now I have a wonderful hybrid, slate blue, cream interior. He was so nice.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
With the Rockets.
The basketball tournament is brought to you by Puma. And we're back in Greensboro, and welcoming to the broadcast table is the one and only Chris Paul, former Wake Forest Demon Deacon, native of Winston-Salem, now joining us here at the table. His team of Team CP3 plays the next game tonight, game 3 of 4 here on ESPN3. And Chris, how are you?
I'm well, and you guys?
We are
great.
Well as also. Talk about Team CP3. What do you like best about your team coming into this tournament?
We got some hard workers. We got some hard players. Kennedy Meeks, be playing with us. P.J. Harrison, who played in the league for a little while. Nate Mason, who was a great player at Minnesota. So we got a great group of guys.
How do they approach the mentality of this? It's the 7th game every game.
Right.
But they're playing for a lot of money. How do you approach it, or how do they approach it?
We had practice yesterday, and told the guys what they was playing for.
Yep.
They know it.
Sure.
And it's the money is obviously important. That's what you're playing for. But this is great exposure.
Yes.
I mean, the TBT has been great. You see how many guys watch it. I watch it all the time, so it's good to see, this competition.
You never know who's watching.
Your assistant coach, John Adams, says that you are a big fan of not only the TBT, but also the Elam ending. What do you like best about this tournament?
Yeah, it's different. It's different, and, it brings a different type of competition to the game. The Elam ending, it requires thinking, thinking and managing the game. And it brings a pressure to the game that's different. Like when, say 78 is the ending score, and you got 76 and the other team got 72. That shot's just a little bit different because you got to make it to win it.
Coach any differently because of it?
It's always strategy.
Right.
It's always strategy. So, if we got the lead and it's under 4 minutes, you might take a foul or something. It's just it's situational, so you can't tell everything.
You coach your team CP3 in this event. You've also coached AAU in the summers over the years. How much do you enjoy coaching?
I love it. It ain't just coaching. What's up, partner? I'm well, you?
Mike James comes over to say hello to him.
Yeah. So I love it, man. I love coaching like the youth, younger guys, and we got our AAU program. That's how our TBT team came along. So it's a lot of fun because we created a family.
How much you get out of that watching the kids in your AAU program just go up through the ranks and go to college and maybe beyond too?
Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Look right here, Grant Williams.
Yep.
Grant played in our AAU program.
That's
now
great.
He's with the Boston Celtics, and Kobe White, who I think Kobe's coming to the game, Theo Pinson, Harry Giles.
All went through you. All went through your program.
Through our program.
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. Congratulations.
Do you think you'll have the coaching bug after your NBA playing days are over someday?
Coaching where? AAU all day long. I coach AAU all day long. I coach TBT AAU all day long.
There you go.
Anything beyond that would be uncivilized.
Well, thanks for joining us here at the table this afternoon. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you play tonight against Tampa 2020.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all. Appreciate you.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Great talking with you.
Chris Paul, the Wake Forest legend, NBA All-Star, currently with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Head coach of Team CP3, playing later on tonight against Tampa 2020 here on ESPN3.
A lot of technical fouls in this game, sir. There's another one.
I know, I can't keep up with them.
And now, Kyle, this is the second time that Team Hines has had a technical and then a foul to shoot afterwards, with multiple points happening before the Team Bill Williams touches the basketball. That's a big advantage, and they're up 7 because of it.
Jenkins missing that three. Fight for the rebound. Team Hines has it. Here's Ricky Lido for Team Hines. Lido for three.
I thought it was interesting what Chris Paul said. If you're up so many and that shot to win it, he didn't say the word pressure, but he intimated that's what it's all about. And it's a different kind of ending. That's what I love about it.
Steal by Lido. Trying to stop him is McKeachin. Lido drives, can't finish. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. So fouls on McKeachin, his second.
Watch
for
this.
Boo Williams.
You extend the right arm. That's the way you're taught when you're running an AAU program with Chris Paul. You deny the pass with the right arm, steal it, go to the other end, and lay it in and make a free throw. That's perfect defense by Lido right there.
Ricky Lido shooting the foul shots for Team Hines makes them both.
That'd be great satisfaction for Chris Paul, an NBA All-Star, to know that kids that went through his program are playing in the NBA. That's pretty neat. Talk about helping your community.
McKeachin short of the shot. Rebound Ricky Lido for Team Hines, the #1 seed in the region. And James with a hook. Offensive foul called on Mike James.
We talked about the shots Team Hines took starting in the second half. They were shooting 31%. They're up to 39%, which is not great, but it's a whole lot better than 31, and that's why they have almost a double-digit lead here.
There's Juan Dixon. His team had a bit of a slow start to begin the game. Had its ups and downs in the first half, but now a comfortable 9-point advantage with a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter.
As Chris Paul, we were in a break. I said, you play against Juan Dixon. He said, no, not in college, but in the NBA. So they know each other well.
Lido traveling. Traveling on Team Hines, back over to Boo Williams.
Chris Paul would never call that a travel because he saw James Harden do that thousands of times and no whistle.
There's a look at Juan Dixon. Juan Dixon's the current head coach at Coppin State, NCAA Division I basketball program. And before the game, I talked to Mo Smith, the general manager of Team Hines, about Juan Dixon, and he feels that in a couple of years, Juan Dixon could be a major college head coach in a Power 5 school.
He's definitely got the playing experience, no doubt about it.
Here's a breakdown of the team shares if Team Hines wins this year's TBT. There you see the payouts to all the players. They vary from player to player.
I guess if you have a former NBA contract, you don't get the big bucks. For Coach Dixon there, he only gets 50. Everybody else gets big money. It's interesting how different teams split up. We saw the other team, everybody the same.
Again,
up to them.
This is the basketball tournament, the $2 million winner-take-all prize tournament. This is game 2 of round 1 in the Greensboro Regional. 2 more games coming up later on tonight as Jenkins got to step inside. He's fouled and he'll head to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Nick Calathis went for the steal, and when he missed, everybody else was in jeopardy, and then Hines and Lejeski were down there, and they got Kyle Hines for the foul.
B.J. Jenkins at the line, played 2 years at Liberty College in Lynchburg, Virginia. 2 years at Murray State, finished up there in 2011. Last played pro ball overseas, way overseas, down under in Australia in 2014. Fight for the wall, loose ball foul called on McKeachin for Boo Williams. That's his 3rd.
You know, we saw Calathis go for that swipe and missed. You got to realize when they're playing overseas, they have probably 2 or 3 7-footers waiting at the basket to play defense. And you can gamble like that. TBT, they don't have that luxury. And he put his big guys in jeopardy that time, and Kyle Hines got the foul.
Here's Nick Calathis. Played 2 years at Florida for Billy Donovan. Was drafted in the 2nd round, pick number 45 overall by Minnesota in 2009. Played this past year over in Greece. Free throw good by Calathis. He's had a quiet night, only 3 points. Daniel, tough shot from the baseline. That's way off the mark. It's out of bounds to Team Hines. Inside of a minute to go in the 3rd quarter.
Slowly but methodically, Team Hines is stretching this lead. Are you kidding me? What a pass.
Calathis to Lejeski.
Oh my goodness. That was special.
Jenkins gets the roll.
That pass by Clay, that was with one hand too. He never brought it back to his left hand. Off the dribble. Over the defender for a layup.
Lejeski, a three. Count it.
You can't let Lejeski square up like that. You got to get him closed out before he gets a chance to square up. He's starting to feel it from deep.
Shot clock turned off, down to 12 seconds to go in the third quarter. Whistle away for the ball underneath.
Watch this. He dribbles the basketball. Nick Clayton never picks it up. The defender's not looking. Lejeski gets an easy one, and then Lejeski follows it up with a three, and that's 17. Then look at the vision. He saw the defender not looking. His teammate was looking. Great, great pass and a better reception. That was nice. Coaches appreciate that more than fans. That's special.
Dubon Maxwell at the line, hits the free throw. Played this past season down in Mexico and also over in Israel.
Calatha's not having a great game scoring. I just looked at the stats. That's his 7th assist. Pretty good.
Off the mark on that free throw. Rebound, Kyle Hines of Team Hines. People pestering after him. It's out of bounds off of Kyle Hines. It goes back over to Boo Williams. 4.8 to go in the third quarter. Daniel Dubon Maxwell throws down a huge jam to end the third quarter.
Hines gave him 5 for it too. That's pretty good.
So Boo Williams led by 1 at the break and now trails by 9 after 3. Trying to come back in this one. They'll need more plays like this from Dubon Maxwell with a posterized dunk.
The Shawn Mendes Verizon Up concert was surreal.
Why the Yusuf-Say sisters chose Verizon.
We were right in center, front row. I'll never forget that day.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like a free Galaxy S10e when you buy one. That's Verizon.
Here's a look at the Greensboro Regional Bracket earlier today. Florida TNT defeated primetime players by 3. Florida TNT gets the winner of this one between Team Hines and Boo Williams later on tonight. Power of the Paw against Team 23 and Team CP3 takes on Tampa 2020. Barber, no. Put back attempt missed by Maxwell. Rebound Calatha's for Team Hines.
And you say, well, that should be interference. No, in these rules, you're allowed to touch it on the rim.
Lejeski open, hits a 3. His 4th 3 of the game. He has 20 points, and Team Hines extends the lead to a dozen at 68-56.
I'm going to tell you why they're playing so well, Brock. That is the 17th assist off 21 made field goals. That's amazing efficiency. That's sharing the ball and it's making shots. 17 assists off 21 made field goals. That's good.
Just 1 3 made in the first half for Team Hines. 5 here in the second half alone. Slow start to the game, but so far a much better half in the second half for Team Hines as the number 1 seed. Nice wraparound pass. Miles for 3. Leaves it short. Jenkins the rebound for Boo Williams. Goes up the floor and he's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2.
That's a little Euro move by Calatha there. Bumped him not to make a big time foul, but bumped him enough to get the call.
So B.J. Jenkins will go to the line again. He has 5 points. Make it 6. And B.J. Jenkins will take home $175,000 if Boo Williams wins this year's TBT. His winning share will be sent with Zell.
Got a great nickname in Australia. They call him the Tasmania Thunder. It's a good name. I like that.
Lido, step back 3, no. Off of Hines' hands, they say, but no, out of bounds off of Boo Williams.
That's too much dribbling by Lido there. That's not the way they've gotten the lead and expanded upon the lead by freezing the ball. You got to get it moving.
James, tough shot. Oh, he puts it in.
Really tough shot.
11 points for James, and the lead is 12. Here's Welsh in the other end. Too short on that three. Saved by Maxwell into the hands of Hines. Team Hines and James. Lejeski, a rhythm three. Book it.
Lejeski gets his feet under him. He does not miss. Numerous times when he squares up and gets his feet working, and that's the key to making deep shots. Watch his footwork. Left, right, and let it go. That's perfect footwork, bingo.
It's his 5th three of the game, his 3rd since the halftime break. And let's listen in on what Team Hines has to say in the huddle.
He gathers them together at the end to give us 9 words.
The best player should be your best leader.
Absolutely, and he is.
So there's Matt Lejeski, 5 3-pointers in the game. Actually, I said, yeah, he has 5 3-pointers, 4 of the 5 coming in the second half alone.
Leading everybody in the building with 23 points so far.
Boo Williams led it at the break by 1. And a steal by Ricky Lito. Ahead to Dorsey, and he has to track it down. Didn't have the angle, and he turns it over. And then Boo Williams turns it right back over to Team Hines. I talked to the general manager of Team Hines, Mo Smith, before the game. And he feels like his team, the #1 seed in the Greensboro Regional, can go really far and even win the whole thing. He says the team must stay bought in on the defensive end, and he really feels that the only way this team fails is if it beats itself.
Well, the people at ESPN believe it as well, as they were ranked number 6 of the entire 64 teams. So that says something about their talent and their ability to play together.
Turnover on Team Hines as we're inside of 7 minutes to go in the game. Jenkins, elbow jumper goes in.
Simple little shot fake, got Aaron White in the air, and then he blew right by him. It's not a complicated game. You just got to do the little things correctly. Really good ball movement.
James, acrobatic play, and he leaves it in.
Well, because Mike James takes those deep ones, whether he makes them or not, you got to honor it, and then he gets the ability to go by you.
Ball knocked away. On the break is James. He'll drive for the jam.
You've heard of a two-way contract in the NBA? Mike James signed the first ever of those, but never went to the G League. Went right to the NBA.
And James, nifty pass up the floor to Lito. Lito with 17. The lead is 19, approaching 5.5 minutes to go. And the Elam ending about 90 seconds away from starting. Another steal by Lito and Team Hines. They have numbers, and Lito will pull up for the 3. And Welsh, the rebound for Boo Williams. McKeechit bangs the 3.
At this point, we're going to get under that 4-minute mark in a couple minute and 10. That's what Boo Williams needs, is a bunch of threes or steals and conversions. Good pass.
Jenkins, no good on that 3. Lejeski the rebound, and we're about a minute away from the start of the Elam ending. First dead ball under 4 minutes to go. They'll shut off the game clock and add 8 points to the leading team's score to make the target score. First team to reach the target score wins the game.
And in the past, they used to add 7 points, but Dr. Elam explained in one of the lectures I listened to that they timed a regular game using the clock, and they timed a game with the Elam ending. And the Elam ending was a little quicker, so they figured let's add a point, and they went to 8. It's a lot more complicated statistically, but I just made it easy so I could understand it.
Well, he said that on average it takes a team about 3 minutes and 15 seconds to score 7 points. So if you add a point,
a little long, closer to the 4.
It's closer to the 4-minute mark, which the clock shuts off, goes away. First dead ball, under 4 minutes to go.
If you want to do any research, look it up. Dr. Elam is a former baseball coach, a Mensa member, PhD, Ball State professor.
James inside, Dorsey.
Very efficiently. They're playing so much more efficiently than they were in the first half. They're shooting it at 45%. They were at 30 in the first half.
Yeah, they look like they had some team jitters in the first half of play. Not so much here in the... And we're inside 4 minutes, and Team Hines will just go ahead and call a timeout and start the Elam ending right now.
Smart.
So timeout taken. And Lamont Struthers' team for Boo Williams has a big hill to climb, down 16. The Elam ending will start here in a moment. They'll add 8 points to the target score. First team to reach 89 will win the game. When we come back, the start of the Elam ending here on ESPN3.
Two, one, fade away. That was awful. Why are you so good at this?
Had a coach in high school. Really helped me up my game.
I had a coach. Math.
Ooh. So why don't traders have coaches?
Well, who says they don't? Coach McAdoo.
You know, at TD Ameritrade, we offer free access to coaches and a full education curriculum just to help you improve your skills.
Boom. Mad skills.
Education to take your trading to the next level. Only with TD Ameritrade.
Time now for the Elam ending. The first dead ball, under 4 minutes to go in the game. The game clock shuts off. The shot clock remains in effect. They add 8 points to the leading team's score to set the target score. And the first team to reach the target score wins the game in the Elam ending way. So they add 8 points to Team Hines' score. The target score is 89 points. First team to reach 89 points wins the game. There's a bad pass by James out of bounds. The Elam ending came from Nick Elam, the founder of the Elam ending. He's a middle school principal in Ohio, a diehard basketball fan. He's done extensive studies of games and teams who are trailing that deliberately foul late in the game to stop the clock, put the other team on the free throw line, hope they miss, come back, get a score, and repeat the process. Sometimes the last minute or two of a game, Nate, can take about 15 minutes this way. No deliberate fouling. First team to reach the target score wins the game. And you saw your first Elam ending earlier this afternoon. What did you think?
I love it. When I read about it, I loved it, but I love it in action even more. Keeps the flow of the game going. Assures that teams don't just sit on it and wait till the clock runs out when they're up 5 at every shot clock. It's a fun way to play basketball. I think college basketball should look at it. I really do. At least experiment with it and see. The fans would love it.
And it's fun for us because every game we get to call a game winner.
Absolutely.
That's a broadcaster's dream. Well, 3 straight threes by Boo Williams has made it a little bit more interesting. Down 11 now. Team Hines, though, just 4 points away from the target score and the win. Lido, dipsy-doo, and lays it in.
See, that's what's great about it. You can score, but without stops, the other team doesn't have to do as much because of the lead they already had. I think it's genius. I really do. Shows that move. Oh, my goodness. But Team Hines knows they only need 2.
2 points away from the win is Team Hines. That's only the second team foul on Boo Williams.
Good foul then. Somebody blows by you, grab them. I mean, that's what you have to do till you're in the shooting, till it's a shooting foul. Look at this.
That could have won the game. It does not go. Rebound, Janelle Nelson for Boo Williams. Daniel inside, tough fadeaway. Rainbow shot goes in.
In a regular game, that would, oh my goodness, you'd be down in the dumps. But you only need 2.
So fouls on James Daniel, his 3rd, team foul number 3 here in the final stanza of the game.
Had Aaron White wide open underneath, so he just grabbed him. It's not a bad play.
The basket here can win it for Team Hines. Lido, tough shot and can't finish, but there it is by Lejeski. He hits the shot, hits the target score of 89, and that's your game winner as Team Hines advances as the number 1 seed to play 5 seed Florida TNT tomorrow night.
An offensive rebound by Lejeski, and that gives him 25 to lead everybody in the building and put them into the second round.
So Team Hines wins it by a score of 89-78. Here's a look at the updated bracket. Team Hines gets the win. The 1 seed advances tomorrow to play against the 5 seed Florida TNT. Tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Eastern time right here on ESPN3. 2 more games coming up tonight here on ESPN3. It'll be Team CP3 against Tampa 2020 next, followed by Power of the Paw against Team 23 in the nightcap game. So our final score is 89-78 as Team Hines, the number 1 seed, wins the game and advances to the second round tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Eastern time against Florida TNT. And now they will make it official by taping their name, Team Hines, into the winner's bracket slot on the bracket.
It's another thing that TBT started, and now the NCAA does it. Trendsetters, that's what we are at TBT, trendsetters.
And Kyle Hines for Team Hines officially pencils in his team's name into the winner's bracket. Our final score from Greensboro in this one, Team Hines 89 and Boo Williams 78. Our next telecast in about 10 minutes from now will be 2 seed Team CP3 against 7 seed Tampa 2020. For Nate Ross and our entire crew, Brock Bowling saying so long for now. Thanks for watching the 2019 TBT right here on ESPN3.